Next question. Total fertility rate in an economy is defined as, and the correct answer is that average number of live births a woman would have by the end of her childbearing age. Now see this fact in our geography book. This is our geography part 2 book, page number 59. Here it is mentioned that around 30 years the total fertility rate was close to 5 children per woman at the world level. And here it is mentioned what is fertility rate. Total fertility rate, that is to say the average number of children a woman would bear if fertility rates remain unchanged during her lifetime. This fact is clearly mentioned, the meaning of total fertility rate. Therefore D is the answer and this question is solved. Next question. Consider the following statements. 3 statements are given. Now take the first statement that in India, non-banking financial companies can access liquidity adjustment facility window of RBI. This statement is wrong. Now check this fact in our Indian economy booklet. This is our Indian economy booklet, volume 2. Come to the page number 5. Indian economy booklet volume 2 for Prelims 2024, page number 5. Here it is mentioned liquidity adjustment facility. Liquidity adjustment facility is a facility extended by the RBI to the scheduled commercial banks, excluding RRBs and the primary dealers, to avail the liquidity in case of requirement or park of excess funds with the RBI. So only scheduled commercial banks and primary dealers, and not the non-banking financial companies. Therefore non-banking financial companies are not there. This statement is wrong. Now see the given options. If we remove 1, we are left with only B and D. 3 is common. Now check the second statement, that in India foreign institutional investors can hold or invest in government securities. This statement is correct. Now see, this is our Indian economy booklet, volume 1, page number 142. Investment by foreigners in Indian market. On page number 142 it is here clearly mentioned that foreign institutional investors and their sub accounts, they can invest or hold directly into any of the stocks listed in any of the stock exchanges in India. Most portfolio investment consists of investment in securities in primary and secondary market, so they can invest and hold in securities. So therefore statement second, that foreign institutional investors, they can hold the government securities, this fact is correct. Now 2 is available in this option. Remove 1 was wrong. 2 is available only in D. There is no need to check the third statement. Therefore D is the answer and this question is solved. Question. In India, which of the following can trade in corporate bonds and government securities? And the correct answer is all 3. Insurance companies also, pension funds also, retail investor also. Now check these facts in our books. Now first take the pension funds. Now see, this is our Indian economy booklet volume 2 for Prelims 2024. On page number 3 we have given a full chapter on government securities. Now on this page number 3, here it is mentioned that major participants in the government securities market historically have been the large institutional investors. With various measures, the market has also witnessed the entry of smaller entities such as cooperative banks, small pension and other funds. So pension funds, it is mentioned here, they invest in government securities, pension funds. Therefore 2 is correct. Now take the first one, insurance companies, it is also correct. Now in the same book, come to the page number 5. This is our Indian economy booklet, volume 2 for Prelims 2024. On page number 5, here it is mentioned, there was a topic, how are the government securities issued. Government securities are issued through auctions conducted by the RBI. Auctions are conducted on the electronic platform called NDS. Commercial banks, scheduled urban cooperative banks, primary dealers and insurance companies, provident funds who maintain funds account and sub accounts are members of this electronic platform. So, and they can place their bids in the auction through this electronic platform. So insurance companies, they also invest in government securities, that is mentioned here. 1 and 2 is correct. Now check this third one, that the retail investor, It is also correct. Now see, this is our Indian economy volume 1 for IAS Prelims 2024. On page number 126 there is a topic on equity market, stock market, debt market. Here it is mentioned that Indian stock markets, they are operated in the age-old convention style of the fact-to-face trading with bids. Here it is mentioned debt market. The National Stock Exchange started its operations in 1994 by enabling the wholesale debt market with a segment of exchange. This segment provides trading platform for wide range of fixed income securities, includes the government securities also. And to further encourage the wider participation of all classes of investors, including the retail investors, the retail debt market segment was launched in 2003. So retail investors, they can also invest in government securities. Therefore 3 is also correct, 1 is also correct, first is also correct, 1, 2, 3, D is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question, consider the following. Which of the above are considered as financial instruments? And the correct answer is 1 and 3. Motor vehicles, they are wrong. Motor vehicles they are not financial instruments. Only the term special purpose vehicle is used in the context of Indian economy, but not just motor vehicles. Now check this first one, exchange traded fund. Now come to this April 2024 current affairs book for IAS Prelims 2024 on page number 90. On this book there was a news bitcoins. Here it is mentioned that US Securities and Exchange Commission, they have approved the first spot exchange traded fund for Bitcoin. Exchange traded fund for Bitcoin. So it is a exchange traded fund. They are a financial instruments. So 1 is correct. Now motor vehicles, they are wrong, as you all know. Now remove first the 2 from the given options. You are left with A and D. 1 is also correct. Now check this third one, currency swap. It is also correct. Now see, this is our Indian economy booklet, volume 1 for IAS Prelims 2024 on page number 127. We have given a list of the various derivative contracts, that have come to be used, and here it is in this list. It is mentioned the swaps, interest rate swap and currency swap. Currency swaps, these entail swapping both principal and interest between the parties with the cash flows in one direction being in different currency than those in the opposite direction. So currency swap, it is a derivative contract, so it is a financial instrument. Currency swap, it is a financial instrument. Therefore D is the answer, 1 and 3, and this question is solved. Next question, with reference to the sectors of Indian economy, consider the following pairs economic activities, and the sectors are given. Now see, this is our Indian economy volume 1 book for IAS Prelims 2024 on page number 36. Here we have mentioned all the sectors of economy: primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary, quinary sector, organized sector, unorganized sector, public sector, private sector, etc. So on this page number 36 we have given these 3 sectors. Now first read the definition of primary sector. That primary sector is directly dependent on the environment for manufacture and production. For example, agriculture, mining, farming. Now see the question. Mining, it is in the primary sector, it is not in the tertiary sector, so it is wrong. Farming is there, it is in primary sector, it is correct. So third one is wrong, second is correct. Now see the definition of secondary sector. Secondary sector, it adds value to the production by transforming raw material into valuable products. So as per this definition, weaving cloth, it is in secondary sector, it is correct because it's adding value to the cotton, it's making that cotton into a cloth. So secondary sector is correct. First one is storage of agriculture produce, it is wrong as per the definition of secondary sector. It is actually in the tertiary sector, that this sector is involved in the production and exchange of services, for example transportation, communication and other services of such kind, such as storage. So only farming primary sector, it is correct, and weaving cloth, it is in the secondary sector, it is correct. So as per the definition of these sectors, only 2 and 4 is correct, therefore answer will be only 2, B is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question, consider the following materials, and the question is which of the above can be used as a feedstock for producing sustainable aviation fuel. Now let's first understand the meaning of this sustainable aviation fuel. It is basically a biofuel. For this, just go to our environment book, volume 2 for IS Prelims 2024, on page number 127. There was a news about India's participation at the United Nations Climate Change Conference, and here the Prime Minister has stated that the headline is that the commercial flight was operated on 100% biofuel, and we are targeting blending of 20% of ethanol. So commercial flight is operated on 100% biofuel. So it is basically a sustainable aviation fuel is basically a biofuel. Now consider the following materials. All these 4, they are used in the biofuels. Now first take the agriculture residue and wood mill waste. For this, you just go to our geography booklet, part 2 for IS Prelims 2024, on page number 101. Here there was a news, there is a topic that discussed the solid biofuels, and here its examples include wood, sawdust, domestic refuse, charcoal, agriculture waste, here it is mentioned, non-food energy crops, dried manure, etc. Here it is mentioned that solid biomass fuel, it is often byproduct of a residue or waste product of other processes such as farming, animal husbandry, or forestry. So wood is there, and agriculture produce is there, agriculture residue, it is correct, 4th is correct. Now check this, corn is also correct. In the same book, geography part 2, come to the page number 99. Geography part 2 book for IS Prelims 2024, on page number 99. Here it is mentioned the biofuels, bioalcohols. Here it is mentioned that the most commonly ethanol, biobutanol, also called biogasoline. Here it is mentioned that ethanol fuel is the most common biofuel worldwide, particularly in Brazil, and this alcohol fuels, they are produced by fermentation of sugars derived from wheat. Here it is mentioned corn, sugar beet, sugar cane, molasses, etc. So corn is also a part of biofuel, so it is mentioned. So corn is also there, agriculture residue is there, wood mill waste is there, and wastewater treatment sludge, it is also there. For this, you just need to go over May 2023 current affairs book, and this fact is mentioned here. This is our booklet, May 2023 current affairs book for IS Prelims 2024, on page number 121. There was a news, fertilizer from sludge, and in this news it is mentioned that the first of its kind of analysis of the sludge found in Indian sewage treatment plant to set up and treat polluted water from Ganga, it was found that most of it has a high potential for use as a fertilizer, but it required some basic treatment to be used in farms such as potential biofuel. So sludge, it can be used as a potential biofuel. This fact is mentioned here in current affairs book, May 2023, page number 121. Therefore sludge is also correct, agriculture residue is correct, corn is correct, and wood mill waste is also correct. Therefore C is the answer, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this question is solved. Next question, with reference to the physical capital in Indian economy, consider the following pairs. Items are there, and category working and fixed capital is there. Now first understand the definition of working capital. Now see, this is our Indian economy booklet, volume 2 for IS Prelims 2024, on page number 48. There is a topic on black money issue, and in the last paragraph it is mentioned that not only do a vast of majority of Indians, rich or poor, they use cash and not credit cards for daily financial transactions, but businesses need it for working capital to buy raw material, pay wages and other requirements for production and sales. So working capital is required to buy the raw material, pay wages and other requirements for production of sales. So it is the definition of working capital. Now see, working capital, petrol, it comes in the working capital, it is correct. Yarn, so it is a raw material, it comes in the working capital, so therefore 3 is wrong, 4 is correct. Computer is a one time cost, so it does not come in a working capital, it is a fixed capital, so it is correct. Similarly, farmer's plough, so it is also a asset, a one time cost is spent, it is not a regular, so it does not come in a working capital. So only 2, computer is fixed capital, it is correct, and petrol is working capital, it is correct. Therefore only 2, B is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question with related to CSR, corporate social responsibility. With reference to corporate social responsibility, consider the following statements. 2 statements are given and the second statement is wrong, first statement is correct, therefore its answer is A. Now check the statements in our books. Now see, this is our March 2023 current affairs book. On page number 91 there was a news, environmental, social and governance regulations. Now see, here it is mentioned that India has a robust corporate social responsibility policy. This policy mandates that corporations engage in initiatives that contribute to welfare of society, not the welfare of its employees. So here it is clearly mentioned, and this mandate was codified into law in 2014 and 21 amendments in the Companies Act 2013. This amendment require that companies with a net worth of 500 crore or minimum turnover of 1000 crore or a net worth of 5 crore in any given financial year, they must spend at least 2% of their net profit over the preceding 3 years on CSR activity. Here this specification is clearly mentioned. So therefore this statement that CSR rule do not specify minimum spending requirement on CSR activity, this statement is wrong. And the first statement that CSR rules specify that expenditure that benefit company or its employees will not be considered as CSR activity, this statement is correct because it must be to the contribution to the society. Here it is mentioned that CSR policy, it mandates that corporations they must engage in the initiatives that contribute to the welfare of society. So towards the society is contributed. So expenditure contributed towards the society is calculated as CSR, not its employees. So therefore statement 1 is correct, statement 2 is wrong. Therefore 1 is the answer, A is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question. Consider the following statements about the syndicated loans. Statement 1 and statement 2 is there. Now check this second statement first, that the syndicated loan can be a fixed amount lump sum of funds but cannot be credit line. This statement is wrong. Now see these facts in our books. See, this is our April 2023 current affairs book. On page number 84 there was a news, largest syndicated loan in India's corporate history. And in this news it is mentioned that Reliance Industries and its telecom arm Jio Infocom, they have raised a total 5 billion in back-to-back foreign currency loans, and it is the largest syndicated loan in India's corporate history. And here it is mentioned that Reliance raised 3 billion from 55 banks, and Reliance Jio Infocom, they secured additional credit of $2 billion from 18 banks. So it also includes the credit. This syndicated loan, it includes credit also. So the statement that a syndicated loan, it can be a fixed loan but cannot be a credit line, this statement is wrong. Now see the given options, that statement 2 is incorrect, it is given only in the option C. Therefore C is the answer, and this question is solved. Next question. Consider the following statements in respect of digital rupee. Now 4 statements are given. Now see, this is our Indian economy booklet, volume 1 for ICE-Prelims 2024, on page number 27. Here it is mentioned, we have completely explained this digital currency news, and here it is mentioned that digital currency is issued by the central bank, that is RBI. It is a legal tender. It is in digital form and it is often called central bank digital currency. Digital currency is the same as the fiat currency and is exchangeable one-to-one with the fiat currency, only its form is different. It appears as a liability or currency in circulation on central bank's balance sheet. So there is a complete explanation of this digital rupee or digital currency. Now see the facts asked in the question. First is that it is a sovereign currency issued by RBI in alignment with the monetary policy. This statement is correct. The very first line says, as the name suggests, digital currency or digital rupee, it is issued by the central bank and it is a legal tender in a digital form. So it is issued by RBI, it is correct. Second is that it appears as a liability on the RBI's balance sheet, that is also correct. Here it is mentioned that it appears as a liability or currency in circulation on central bank's balance sheet. Now take the first statement first, that it is a freely convertible against the commercial bank money and cash. This statement is correct. Here it is mentioned that it has the same as a fiat currency and is exchangeable, that is convertible one-to-one with other fiat currency. And the third statement, that it is insured against inflation, this statement is wrong and the wrong statements are not given in any books. We have given the full explanation of the digital rupee or digital currency in this article. So third statement is not found. All other statements are available in this article. Therefore 1 is correct, 2 is correct, 4th is correct. These 3 statements are found in the definition. 3rd is not correct. Therefore its answer is 1 to 4 D. Therefore D is the answer and this question is solved.